Hello. So today I want to record another video again. But before I do that, I want to summarize progress made so far. So let's get to it quickly. So this is the screen I left you with. So briefly, we started with the arrows. And we had, for the preset, the arrows were flying from left, okay? So that's important, preset left, and then the naming, arrow -1. And we did the same thing for all of the arrows. And we made sure that the motion path for each of the arrows, the green line, is extended to the end of the page. The next item were the years, and the years, which were named year, that we are still in animation, in the animation screen. So the years were year -1, year -2, etc. The preset was flying from the right, okay? And so after completing all the animation for all the years, we made sure that we extended the motion path, the green, to the edge of the right side of the page. For some of these years, those that are closer to the right page, the motion path may have extended beyond the edge here on the right. So just drag it back to the edge so that each year, each arrow starts either on the left or the right, but from the same place. That's the edge of the page. So after completing the arrows and years, we did the buttons. Again, animation, right? And so we are still in animation and the buttons, the bubbles. So we created animation on the bubbles, and we started with the rightmost, the 2009 year, and made our way all the way to 2017. Now, the important thing to remember, apart from the naming, which was bubble 1 with a space between bubble and 1, is that the preset was zoom in 2D. Okay, zoom in 2D, and as with all animations, the duration is 0.5 seconds. When I say all animations, that's the arrows, the years, and the bubbles. All of them are at the duration of 0.5. Okay, so, and we did that for all the bubbles. So bubble 1, bubble 2, bubble 3, 4, 5, 6. Then next, we worked on the pop-outs. And but we worked on the pop-outs in the buttons and forms screen. And so we started with 1817. We named them Pop Out 1. Event is on the release or trigger. And the new thing here is that we checked off hidden until triggered. We did that for all the text frames here. And we also put buttons on the close buttons. So make sure you select it outside everything. Okay, so you have the selection and you see it's a button. And we named it close -1. And we left everything. And then just made sure that we have checked off hidden until triggered. So this was done for all the close buttons. Okay. So you see this one is close 3, this would be close 2. Again, you go down the years, right? So this is where we ended. The next one, and we are very close to the end of this project. So we create buttons out of the bubbles, and just pay attention. It's a little bit different, not much. So, and actually I start here. We start with the 1817 year, okay? And so it's going to be a button, and we'll name it Bubble Information 1. Bubble Information 1 on release or tab. And now we want to add action here. So click on plus, and when you go down the menu, you see show, hide, buttons, and forms. So go ahead, click on that. And you get this visibility screen. Let's get to the very top. The axis means it's neutral. There's nothing going to be happening if you leave the axis on. So, but I want my pop-out 1 to be visible, right? So I make it visible, and everything else I will make invisible. So, okay. And here it's invisible. Now I want close 1 to be visible right here, this one, because the text is visible too. So I'm going to make it visible and make all the others. So invisible. And bubble information, now here you see you can leave it with the X there kind of in the neutral position. So we go ahead, and I'm going to do quickly the same thing for the rest of the bubbles. So I'm creating buttons, and I'm naming them Bubble Information 2. Everything is okay. I'm going to add the action, show, hide. And now pop out 1 stays invisible, but pop out 2 is visible, right? And the rest will be invisible. Now close 1 will be invisible, but close 2 will be visible, and the rest will be invisible. Close 1, close 2. There is a repeat here. For some reason now I have 2. I thought I had deleted that. Anyway, so close 1 is out, close 2 is in, close 3, close 4. Close 5, close 6. And I have information, bubble information 2. I'm going to double check here because of the duplication here in the close 1 and close 2, which I thought I corrected, but it's still appearing up here. So I have pop out 1, invisible, pop out 2, visible, and the rest of the pop outs are invisible. And then I get to close 1, which is invisible, but close 2 is visible. And I've done the same thing for that duplication, which, so close 1 is invisible, close 2 is visible, and the rest are invisible. Okay, and bubble information 1 and bubble information 2 with dx against them being kind of left in neutral. This will be now button. It's going to be called bubble information 3. Okay, the action show hide. And we go through this. Let me see what I can increase my screen here. Okay. So pop out 1 is invisible. Pop out 2 is invisible. Pop out 3 is visible. Pop out 4 is invisible. Pop out 5 is invisible. And pop out 6 is invisible. And now close 1 is invisible. Close 2 is invisible. And now I have to do this, repeat it for my duplicates here. And close 3, because I'm on number 3, on the bubble information 3, close 3 will be open. And the rest will be closed, invisible. Okay. So now I have, you see, bubble information 3 times. So let's get to the 4th one quickly. I don't want the video to be too long. Bubble information 4 and action show button, and we go to the top. So pop out 1 will be closed, invisible. Pop out 2 will be invisible. Pop out 3 will be invisible. Pop out 4 is now going to be visible. Pop out 5 is invisible. And pop out 6 is invisible. Close 1 is invisible. And close 2 is invisible. Close 1, close 2. Close 3 is invisible. Close 4 is visible. Close 5 is invisible. And close 6 is invisible. And so we should have 4. Number 5. Number 5, close 5 is visible. Okay, so we have 5. Finally, we are going to do the last one button. Name it bubble information 6. And action. And fix the visibility for that number 6. And we make all invisible, all the pop-out text frames and the close buttons, except for number 6 in each case. Okay, so I have now created buttons out of the bubbles, and we have just one item left, and this will be creating closed buttons, adding to them certain actions. So let me see what's happening here. Okay, so now if I click on these information bubbles, these things appear here. Okay, so I will end this video here and upload it.